It's Election Day, and that means possibly the first weekend in months that you've watched TV without a Clive Palmer commercial during the ad breaks.
Yep, he's been out for months, hasn't he? But for all political parties and candidates, the airwaves fell silent on Thursday as part of campaign blackout laws. Only on traditional media, though, and not online, where the likes of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Google can still and run the ads.
Which is so antiquated in its own way. Our masters of spin advertising experts, Jane Caro and Matthew Bywater, are here. I mean, that's got to change, doesn't it? I mean, it's either one for all or all for one. Newspapers still full of it, online still full of it, but no radio, no TV.
Yeah, it's bizarre. And I think you're right. It's either everybody does it or nobody does it. My own view is that paid political advertising is maybe a bad thing these days, and that in fact we need to do something different in the way that we get parties to get their policies and messages across, rather than have, someone like Clive Palmer who can just buy his way.
50 million.
Yeah, because he's rich. That's a real problem for a democracy. That's not a good look at all. So yes, the blackout silly doesn't work anymore, but maybe we should have a total blackout and do it completely differently.
Yeah, and I think you left some politicians, they're full of it too.
Yeah.
Also, just looking at the ads, I mean, we talked about these ads that Bill Shorten and Scott Morrison did leading up, and they were okay, but in general, political ads they don't look like they spend a lot of money on them. No, they're not very schmick, are they?
Yeah, it's not so much the money. There's some problems with political ads. One is, unfortunately, negative sells. Yeah. And you look at political advertising around the world, negative is such an important factor. So that's one thing. The other thing is, there's lots of egos involved. You've got the leaders of the party, which are, they've got their own egos. Also, the campaign directors. So it's a tough task. If you're the agency working with these guys, they're not easy to work with.
Not easy to tell them, no, actually, you shouldn't be the prominent person in this ad. That's a very good point. I want to move on, because Robert DeNiro was accused of selling his soul after making an ad for a British bagel company with a Godfather theme from his famous movies. Have a look.
Me and my New York associates, we've been thinking, who's this skinny kid muscling in on the bagel business?
Skinny, that's all.
I'm still not done. You got a nice family business here, Johnny boy. Very nice. And it's given me an idea. Picture this.
Robert De Niro's been working on his superannuation for the last 10 years. He's in every movie that comes out, and now it seems every ad as well. But does this cheapen the Robert De Niro brand?
Not this ad. This is done extremely well. I mean, this is movie cast quality as far as how to set it all up. And I actually think this helps him. This reinvigorates his career.
I'm absolutely with Matt. I think this is an awesome ad. I think Robert De Niro read this script and went, actually, this really works for me. Also, don't forget, this is just in Britain. What you notice about Hollywood movie stars is they will do ads in other countries because it keeps their reputation clean in America.
If you had to guess, how much do you reckon he would get for that?
For Robert De Niro, we're talking an awful lot of money.
Millions,
probably.
Millions,
wow.
2 to 4.
Yeah. For that ad, every cent. It's genius.
Right. Yeah. All right. Terrific. Heading to New Zealand now, Nestle has reverted to the original Milo recipe, thank goodness. After a backlash over a change to the flavour, they added molten vitamins and, crucially, reduced the amount of vanilla, significantly changing the taste. What do you reckon, Jane? Why do they do this? Why do companies do this and mess with the flavour?
Oh, they go to some focus group somewhere that tells them they should, and really they shouldn't. I don't know how many times I've said this, probably on this program, but classic brands are classic because they remind us of our childhood, our life. Taste is part of that. Packaging is part of that. The new marketing team who want to reinvent the wheel or reinvent the Milo or the Vegemite or whatever else, stop it. Step away from the product. It works really well. Leave it alone.
If it's not broken, don't fix it, man.
Exactly. And nostalgia, that's an important thing.
It's nostalgia.
Coke did this, the most famous story of all, and focus group said, yeah, we like the new flavour, but at the end of the day, people remember what they grew up with, and you can't mess with that.
And they want familiarity. New is not always better. Sometimes we want just what we always used
That's
to.
what we keep telling the producers of this program.
Just keep it. Don't change it.
Don't change a thing.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Janie. Big day for you, Janie, mother of the bride.
Yes.
Janie's beautiful daughter, Charlotte, and groom-to-be, David, are getting married today.
Congratulations.
Wonderful.
Good luck.
Thank
She's
you.
a
lovely
Election
day.
day.
She's a gorgeous woman.
She picked it well.
Yes, it will. Yeah. It'll be great.
Jane's apparently been told she's not allowed to talk about the election in her speech. Love that. See you both. Still to come. The first words from voters as they arrive to have their say in Australia's most crucial electorates.
Plus, the incredible number of Hollywood legends who've been nominated so many times, but alas, have never won an Oscar.
When I was just K said all